Hi, this is Rahul Pandit. I never wanted to be a politician, but I got into politics for a reason. When I first time went to United States, I noticed that there's a lot of development in that country, infrastructure-wise, people behavior-wise, and I was wondering why do we have this kind of a gap between our country, India, and the other and United States. And I kind of assume that maybe the country is vast, they are rich in resources, and that's the reason why they are very good in terms of economy and in terms of other aspects of infrastructure. But then again in 2005, I went to Japan, and I noticed that that country too had amazing developments. And again, I was pondering as to why we are not able to achieve the same thing in India. And in spite of the fact that Japan was hit by a war and the country is too small compared to India. And when I really dug down, I understood that the policies based on which the country runs is the one which determines the growth and the success of any country. And I started looking into our policies, the policies in India which get passed in the parliament, and I realized that the laws or the rules which get passed are favoring the politicians, but it's not actually favoring the people of the country or the development of the country. Now I wanted to bridge that gap, and I got into politics. I thought politics is the only option left out for you to get this change in the country. And I started connecting with people in the political space. Then I understood that the system was so bad. Everybody told that you got to have a lot of money to contest. You can't be one nice guy in the system amongst so many bad things in the system. But then I thought we need to give it a start, and I got associated with like-minded people who were themselves deeply hurt by the current state of the affairs in the country and wanted to bring about the change which our country badly needed and still needs. And then I understood that the country needs a liberal policies for us to unleash the potential of every individual. We need freedom to excel and grow in the space. And I started looking at liberalism as the option for our country to grow to its potential. And then I got connected to Freedom Team of India, which is a group of classical liberals, and there we worked on several policies, and we worked on the options every individual has in terms of contesting elections. And I decided that I will get into the political space in 2014. Contesting, I take pride in contesting for the Malkajgiri parliamentary constituency, which is one of the largest constituencies. And I've been meeting several people. I understand there's a lot of undercurrent. People want to see that change, but then they also lost their trust and hope because most of the politicians speak about the change, but they don't actually mean it. Now, through classical liberal policies, we plan to liberate our country with government control. We talk about minimum governance and maximum freedom, where the government's function is to provide security to the citizens, both internal security as well as external security, to provide primary medical assistance, and to protect the lives of the citizens, and to provide quick justice and also the secondary functions like enabling infrastructure for the country. Now, the government's role should not necessarily be in running businesses, because if the government is in that space, it cannot be competing and doing the best. We've seen a lot of issues with corruption hovering under the control of the government. So we would like the government to have minimum control over anything else apart from the primary goal being security, protecting lives of citizens. Also, we need to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor, which is required for any developed nation. And we talk about several good things in our policies, like negative income tax, and we talk about education voucher system, where we can get best educations to the poorest of the poor, similar to the one that we see in the private education space, where the rich get their children educated in private schools, high standard education. The same level we're talking about getting them to the poorest of the poor.